almost sets a precedent. And I think they have to go with it. Otherwise, they're almost, putting themselves under too much pressure already at the start of the series that they have to ban it every single game for the rest of the time. If you lose game one, fair enough. You've got time to react.
So let's see if they ban it. And if LGD go for it, they are undefeated with this hero since they've got this new roster together. We've talked about Jinkyu and his techies. I think he's undefeated in pro play with it, is the stat I was looking at the other day.
I remember.
They banned the Omni that DY has been very much enjoying, and the Bloodseeker that Old 11 has been enjoying as well.
Can we just ask Twitch chat now? First Twitch chat interaction of the day. Already, I know. Can we have a 1 for Vici or a 2 for LGD? Because I'm expecting to see a lot of 2s. But I'd like to see if there are any Vici believers in the chat that actually feel like they can, 100% win. I mean, they definitely can.
And there it is. Yeah. The Doom gets banned, and we see if LGD go and pick the Tiny. They pick the Tiny. So that doesn't mean we're not getting techies. It just means that it's made it through the first phase, which always gets me excited. Because this is the only team right now that is getting this hero not only banned, but first phase banned against them, and now it's open. But they go to the SAPPHIRE right afterwards for Vici, and they've been loving this hero in a multitude of positions.
I honestly think these are both teams' favourite first picks at the moment from what we've seen from them. Because like LGD, they can play this Tiny to such a high standard across the 2, 3, and the 4. And Vici love first picking this SAPPHIRE. They're really strong with it. They can flex it between their supports, and Ori's playing it as well. So I think both teams will be happy with what they've got so far. Really early Undying for Innocence, though.
Yeah, that is the Innocence Undying. And now this time I'll get it right. He does have the Trail of the Burning Doom cosmetic on this Undying. I'm not going to screw that up again, but there it is. And they go Faceless Void for Vici. They ban the Drow, ban the Darkseer. So at the moment, it is still available. But I don't know. With the Void picked up, do you risk going to the techies? I feel it's just so good the way Jinkyu plays.
I think you have to let it through game one. It doesn't matter, what they have in their first phase or whatever. I think you just always let it through and try and beat it. It's all about the mental warfare and the mind games. It reminded me, do you remember when it was one of the true sites, I think it might have been TI8, where they have No-Tail saying about like some minds are harder to break than others and stuff. He has that little speech towards the start of True Sight. This is what it reminds me of.
Zeus ban right there. We've seen that hero has been pretty popular. The thing about the Tiny too is it could be 4, but for the most part for LGD, it's been the 3. It's been Faith Beyond's hero.
And 2.
He's been loving playing this. Yeah, they've also played a 2, I think like once or twice. It's been mostly Faith Beyond the majority of the time. And they've been the Morphling.
And it's
Morphling Drow.
I think it's definitely his best hero as well. Faith Beyond. He's so good at Tiny. It would surprise me they let it through over the Doom. And I know Doom's another great hero as well, but I think LGD love playing this Tiny.
I agree.
So Vici, with their opening 2, they obviously have a really good team fight. They do have flex potential with the SAPPHIRE, but this early Undying pick, do you remember we talked about this melee range combination in lane yesterday? It's no surprise that Vici ban out the Drow second phase. We saw Vici play it themselves yesterday too. They understand how strong this combination is.
So let's see what this final ban is going to be for Vici. That'll leave LGD waiting for the third pick coming out from Vici afterwards as well. They've got really a lot to work with in terms of team fight already.
Trivia question, by the way. Do you remember when I said nothing to say was rank 1? Can you guess who the rank 2 player was?
I don't think it's still XM.
It's an Asta player.
Ooh. So it's SCCC.
No, it's Monet.
Ooh. Okay. Well, SCCC doesn't play for Aster anymore, so
I wasn't going to say
wrong
anything.
Anyway.
It's okay.
Oh, it's Monet. There goes my knowledge out the window.
Can we fire him?
Everybody's doubting me already. I still haven't gotten the teams acquainted in my head, by the way. Just with the amount of roster shuffles and the amount of news going on. And we've been casting these teams for like 10 days.
It does take a while. Have you seen this leak that's been coming out from ROTK coaching
a CIS,
team with Sumail?
With Ramsey, Sumail.
Holy crap.
No one, and Solo with a 4 to be named later. That is insane. That's such a crazy leak.
Okay.
That'd be a wild team.
Phoenix gets picked up for Vici. They have insane team fight now.
Yeah. And there's the Wisp for Jinku. So there's no techies in this game.
Well, let's not, definitely cast assumptions right now, because I'm sure LGD, they've shown that they have that massive adaptability, but I love the Wisp. It gives them the hard save for the Chrono. And when Vici is so all in on teamfight at the moment, and Chrono it feels like, find these big kills, I think having that hard save is really important.
I'm just still upset that I said SCCC was on Aster. Times have changed. The times have in fact changed, because he's actually on eHome. So
you'd probably look to pick your off lane here if you're Vici, so you can flex this Snapfire till last.
Well, Snapfire could be the offlaner, can he? Yeah, haven't we seen Old 11 play the Snapfire?
Yeah, I think so.
They've got really 2 potential offlaners already in the draft too, because we've seen Phoenix offlane there.
I mean, there's
as well.
There's Mars as well that they could look to play potentially. I also don't want to think I don't think you want to commit to Phoenix core when you don't know what the enemy one is, because in the lane, some of these matchups with the fire spirits and things feel really bad.
Ooh. So there's the Earthshaker, and that could be
either way.
4 Earthshaker. It could be a 3 Earthshaker if they're feeling feeling cheeky about it.
Doesn't Old 11 really like Shaker? Or was it somebody else? There was somebody that we used to see picking 3 Shaker a decent amount. I can't remember who it was.
It might have been Old 11.
But now they have the flexibility between the two, depending on which one they think is a better core and better farm priority. They could play 5 Phoenix, 4 Shaker, pick a different 3.
Ooh. There's the Anti-Mage coming out, and I just worry about this Phoenix.
But this is what I mean. Now that you're playing against AM in lane, you probably don't want to be playing Phoenix core, because the fire spirits don't have as much effect because of the passive magic resistance from the AM. Yes, it still annoys him, but
Old 11's win rate with Earthshaker is 68.18% over 22 games. The last time he played it was January 12th in 2019. So we'll see if he goes to that. I just with the Wisp too, I feel like Egg might have a problem if they pick the right mid as well. Would you think maybe Alina comes out, or is that just too glass
for
against this lineup for LGD? Yeah, mid.
I could see. I think they need more catch. They need more ways of just like committing and starting fights. So I'm looking at things like Kunkka and Void Spirit, I think, already, because I think they also need a little bit more catch in general for this Void. Otherwise, they might struggle to deal with them.
I will say, it has been a while since we've seen the Void Spirit. It's gone from heavily picked to heavily ignored.
Well, like Ember
in the beginning of this event. Ooh. So they're thinking they might just go mid-tiny with that Underlord ban.
Yeah.
Which I don't hate.
They're just trying to protect their Void with bans at the moment. And they're thinking, okay, well, if it's 2 or 3, we'll just ban out the heroes that we want Void to deal with the least. Which, fair enough. And Underlord gives them that catch that they need, so. Okay, so they banned TA. So again, 2 heroes that AM just doesn't want to deal with that can play the really early tempos of the game, like take first Roches especially.
That TA's been such a good hero for Ori.
I think they just need some BKB fighting hero on LGD.
Would you?
Let me go and look at hero lists quickly.
I was thinking of like Razor mid, but
no.
I just want to see Razor again. They banned the Venomancer, and that's a hero we just haven't seen much of. I will say I would like the Kunkka. So final pick here for LGD is the Axe. So
let's catch. Right.
It'll be Faith Beyond Axe and nothing to say on the Tiny. Unless they want to 4 Tiny and mid-wisp. I'm not going to put it past LGD with the way they've been playing. I know you're saying no, but I remember when we saw like all these 4-position heroes and they still pick techies in the 4 position. So everything's there for LGD.
It makes me laugh that when we talked about the Tiny, we talked about it in order of priority. Most likely it was 3, 4, and 2. And then it ends up with 2 Tiny. Like, that's what I mean about this hero. They flex it so well between all 3 of their players. Now, Vici, they have like okay save. Yeah, they're going to go Monkey King.
And there's that Monkey King, and the only reason I make a grimace is just because we saw 3 games yesterday with Monkey King, and every single game the Monkey King lost.
That was a first phase Monkey King though, in every single game. This time it looks like a much better Monkey King game. Like, they don't have a huge amount of burst damage to be able to deal with him. And how well have we seen Ori play this in matchups that he's supposed to win? He's playing against a Tiny in the mid lane. I feel like Ori should do really well here. That hero has no armor.
Do they end up swapping the lanes around?
On LGD, I don't think any of their cores can lane against Monkey King. Maybe Axe, but that doesn't feel great anyway. I think you just put the Tiny mid to give him the XP, and then he like forces his rotations instead of focusing on the lane.
So we'll be Ori on the Monkey King, PYW on that Earthshaker in the 4 position, 3 position Old 11 Phoenix, Eric on the Faceless Void, DY playing that SAPPHIRE. He finally gets to play something other than the Omni Knight. And then LGD, they go to Faith Beyond on the Axe, Ame on the Anti-Mage, Jinkyu on the Wisp, Innocence on the Trail of the Burning Doom Undying, and mid Tiny for nothing to say, the new 10k player.
He must be the only 10k player in China at the moment. That's interesting. If he's rank 1.
Is he?
Yeah.
I want to say there's a second.
Maybe not at the moment.
Is that possible? Is that possible to be 10k?
Yeah,
be lower, technically MMR, but
if you don't play in a while, you lose your rank, don't you? So
yeah.
I have to prefer Vici's draft this game. I think they have insane team fight. If AM gets to the point in the game where he's massive, like, he can take over the game. But I worry for LGD that Vici, if there's ever a 5-on-5 that breaks out, it's so hard for LGD to win them. I think this Monkey King's going to run rampant.
He might, and I really like the team fight coming out from Vici too. Like, they don't have to just rely on the Monkey King's damage.
Yeah, it's really cool. I'm excited because I was expecting at the end of the draft of game 1 to be like, wow, this LGD thing, that they've got going on is really cool. They were already the favorites. But I look at Vici's draft this game, and I think they've started off really well.
This is really important that they get off to a big start. They haven't beat LGD since the new teams have been put together.
They're also playing Phoenix Core against the AM.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't like it quite as much now. But again, I don't think any of their heroes does massively well as the 3.
We're talking about the odds of the series, and Vici plus 1.5 is still plus odds, so they'd have to win 2 games out of the 5 is still plus odds. Wow,
that's insane, isn't it?
Yeah.
Also, I haven't really talked about this Undying pick too much. Lane against Phoenix and Earthshaker, 2 strength heroes. You're feeling pretty good as an Undying here. You see he starts boots first as well, because he needs to be able to chase around the Earthshaker, who's also going to have boots.
We'll say also Vici to win 1 game is minus 278, which is pretty decent considering all they'd have to do is win 1 game.
What is Innocence doing?
The battle begins.
Is he looking to try and sneak a rune? I think he was.
He's trying to stroll, man.
That was really cool. I've never seen anyone make that move before. PYW starts blocking up the top lane. Not quite as good as it used to be because Fisher duration now scales, whereas it didn't. But it's still really good.
Yeah, 6.5, 7, 7.5, then 8 in that final level. Is this a lane for LGD? Like, you talk about the matchup being pretty bad, anti-mage against the Phoenix, but is this a lane where they can get themselves a kill, or is it based on maybe a rotation coming out from the Tiny early?
Not gonna happen.
Yeah, I don't think there's going to be huge amounts of kills in this, like, any of the lanes early on. Maybe, like, the Monkey against the Tiny, if something drastic happens, but I think it should be relatively even across the board for a little while. Maybe DY might get out of position at level 3 on the Axe or something, but yeah, I don't see anything crazy.
We'll see how Faith_Beyond played this. Oh, the last time he played this Axe, he went wild.
He's insane. And do you know what? I've bigged him up a lot this tournament, and I will keep doing it. It's not even just Axe that he's been insane on. It feels like every single hero.
He has been the most consistent player on this team so far, in my opinion. Taking a lot of damage overall. And then Erica, he's played this Void a lot throughout this event. I actually want to take a look at what his win percentage has been with this hero since the start of this event.
Old 11. Whoa. He was playing with fire there. He was trying to hit his level 2 and did just get it in time. Holy crap, that was close. Oh, that range creep. What just happened? Did you see that up in the top lane?
Just got pulled off.
Yeah, the big camp spawned and the range creep just decided to attack the big camp, even though there was no aggro. Good stuff. Thanks, range creep. PYW is absolutely cursing.
So, since Erica has joined Vici, he's played this Void a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times, and won 6 and lost 3 times. Pretty decent.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
His 2 of it. Oh no, actually, all 3 losses on this hero have come against LGD.
Oh no, it's an omen.
Oh, no, that's a crazy stat, actually. Oh my. Thank you, DOTA buff.
Old 11.
Oh, getting low again.
Oh, he has no regen up in this top lane. That's a problem.
Pops the stick.
Coming out.
That's about it.
Oh, he's got Tango. He's not even a salve. That's rough.
Faith_Beyond taking some damage. There's the fissure. Ooh, Fire Snap Cookie sent him a bit long. And Faith_Beyond kept alive via Jinkyu. He pops a salve. There's the tether once again. And Faith_Beyond all of a sudden pretty healthy.
Top lane again, though.
Close to this ring of health. Phoenix is just getting tortured in this lane.
Yeah, and the fact that PYW's now left this lane as well, he realizes that they can't do anything to this AM. So now Arme's going to have an absolutely free game up here. He's going in again. Ooh.
He's not allowed to link. He's 4-0. Oh my. 4-minute rune?
Oh, 4 kills already. Wow. That's really good. Sorry.
4 kills.
That wasn't very funny. It sounded funnier in my head. Oh, nothing to say.
Gave me a giggle.
Nothing to say gets the arcane rune.
Chat interaction. Press 1 for funny, 2 for not.
No, don't do that.
Fills up the bottom with that arcane rune at the 4-minute mark. And both the Axe and the Anti-Mage have picked up their rings of health. They have said I do. Innocence, and we've talked about both DY and Innocence on this Undying, how they're not afraid to just be far forward.
Mm-hmm.
And I really do like their style of play on this Undying. Not afraid to be the smoke breaker, not afraid to be the fight starter. And it's allowing Ame to just have a very fun lane, 27-11. Top of the CS chart at the moment.
I will say though as well that
very well as well.
Yeah, Ori's having a great time though. Like in this mid lane.
Yeah.
Tiny's doing a little bit better than I thought he would, but Ori, yeah, having a good time. I think that 4-minute rune has helped him massively. Old 11 top lane.
Yeah, again, just getting lit up.
I don't know. He has no blink now though on AM.
Turn. 4 seconds till the blink. DY will look to line up this Fire Snap cookie. Tries to juke in, but Jinkyu's here. Ame getting a little bit low, but he's got the help from the Wisp, but just not the health.
Ame had blink up that whole
PYW.
time. I just don't think he expected the damage from the Shaker to come through like that. Ooh. Okay, so this means they killed the AM top, which is fantastic for Vici, but it does alleviate the pressure on the Axe in the bot lane. So he's going to be able to carry on farming up here without really a care in the world.
He hasn't exactly been pressured too heavily either. One time overall.
He's just going to keep skipping waves as well.
Take a look at where Nothing to Say is at. He's level 6. He's bought all the double damage.
Ooh. I think he actually has kill potential on the mid lane or something here, right? If they get a +1. And Undying's going to smoke up here to get some deep wards down, I think. Yeah.
So we'll have vision on that bottom rune and inside the jungle for, say, Ori. Ward gets placed down, and I believe that's immediately spotted by this Monkey King.
Oh, no.
Not sure if he knows that he placed a ward or if he just walked over, but he'll probably assume.
It is nighttime, though.
Anti-Mage about to hit that 6, and that's going to be big going up against Old 11, who, if he lets himself get down low on mana once again, he might just be blown up, and he won't be able to leave the lane and pick up regen again.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Though they are keeping DY up in the top lane, and PYW heading towards top as well, so Faith Beyond, he just gets to freely farm down here.
Yeah, with the
He's
Vanguard.
got Vanguard already.
It's so hard to kill. Can he kill this courier here?
Courier?
Is under attack.
Ooh. I don't think he saw it.
They're going top, it looks like.
wonder
PYW has his stun ready. Oh, Jinkyu.
Dude, what a player. He's level 5,
Juking him out. He just broke his ankles there. They're still looking, though.
Double rubble.
Take a look at Tiny, Nothing to Say. Pops the double damage. And
he might find
he
DY.
is heading top. He doesn't have Avalanche Toss, though. It's on cooldown.
He's got the haste rune, though. Here we go.
Oh, I just casually have haste and double damage. Oh my god.
Imagine, that's like what position 5 players have nightmares about. Just mid-Tiny's running at them with DD and haste at like 8 minutes into the game.
Seriously.
Mid lane, Ori.
Avalanche Toss, Ori, Boundless Strike. But there's the Soul Rip and the right click.
He turned
He's
around
hitting for 200.
He turned around for the extra right click on the Tiny. I don't know if he would have escaped if he didn't, but perhaps a little bit greedy. I mean, the fact that Tiny is top of net worth now, after having to lane against a Monkey King, or like was top a second ago, is a big deal.
Probably means a relatively quick blink dagger for this Tiny, if that's the first item he wants to go to.
I mean, to be honest though, for Vici, they have this like
Avalanche Toss again, and DY's gone.
Yeah, for Vici though, for them it's like the learning stage. Even if it went badly, at least they have this massive team fight capability when they all hit their level 6s.
Oh, Old 11, he's getting chased down, and there's the Mana Void. Not the kill just yet. Jinkyu will get it.
He had dive, right?
Yes.
Oh.
They're looking to go on Ori one more time. Avalanche, now the mana for the toss under the tower. They'll bring the axe in. They've got the battle hunger. This is looking like Ori dead to rights. Culling Blade and cuts him down. LGD, they seem to do this every time we doubt their draft.
And yeah, now there's an ancient stack that they can carry on making here for the axe. Like, they do this every time Faith Beyond plays axe. They just make these ancient stacks, and he farms them so quickly by like the 10-minute mark.
Oh, is he gonna get both? Innocence?
Yeah, you definitely do.
Oh!
These camps are so easy to stack together. It's like the Dire top jungle as well, where you have they've just done it on the other 2 camps as well with the Wisp.
And another rune for Nothing to Say. It just impresses me, though.
Yeah.
The stacking capabilities. I know I maybe get a little bit overexcited about it.
Getting all the neutral items for his team.
And he's probably going Blink next, right?
Yeah, I think so.
So look how close he is to that already with a Vanguard.
How are they just suddenly 2k net worth up after that ancient stack? I mean,
and he's got another stack to go. Watch his net worth as he just skyrockets.
Yeah, he was like 4th a second ago.
Yeah. Icarus dive forward, looking over at Ame. Erica, time dilation. Ame has blink in 2, but the time dilation holding that number still.
They have Chrono, but Phoenix has no mana, so can't output any damage into the Chrono. Ori mid is so scared right now. Oh! Oh, I think if nothing to say had gone for that, he'd have killed him. Unfortunate. I mean, we have not seen Ori have a game like this on the Monkey King before.
It's a tough one already. But that's the thing. Axe now has his blink. That's a 12-minute blink Vanguard. That seems so fast.
It is, but then at the same time, if you think about the two heroes that can like play together to kill the Void, the only hero that really has the burst damage to be able to kill. Kisses.
Ame. Jinkyu gets bashed, and he might die here. Also get his courier, so a little insult to injury. Ori gets the vision, and Erica gets the kill.
Look at Tiny here, smokes up. Oh, PYW
is under attack.
Breaks his face.
It's the first rune Nothing to Say hasn't got.
Oh no, he's got the Christmas tree set as well. It's only October. Oh no.
They're already selling ornaments, man.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Faith behind mid.
Blink call. There's the blink reveal. Avalanche toss coming out with the decay. Nothing to Say gets the kill. Jinkyu relocates in. Ori's here. He looks for the Wukongs. But can he do anything with this? And it doesn't look likely. Faith Beyond, he's got Blink available, so Blink call inside the Wukongs. They've got Coing Blade, and they'll dunk him down. Ori dead again. Time dilation comes out, but they have Chrono on cooldown. Faith Beyond just continues to run in. The time dilation keeping Berserker's call at 4 seconds. But he's got the help from Jinkyu to keep himself healthy enough, and he might just blink in and call once more.
Yeah, they have mech still as well on Jinkyu, so they have this massive teamfight advantage at the moment in these 5-on-5s. Yeah, and Void did use Chrono top before to kill the AM. I was wondering why he didn't TP mid sooner, but yeah, with the Chrono on cooldown, there's not much point in that. And he's going for this really early Demon Edge, just not even Mask Midas or anything, just treads Midas into Demon Edge for the MKB. Ouch, slam. Okay.
Right. PYW.
Slams to keep himself alive. That's not ideal, but he does keep himself alive.
It worked. Did its job.
Oh.
Avalanche toss, though, on old 11, and they are blowing through this Phoenix 0-2-1.
I mean, they are just taking over this map at the moment. The two heroes that are supposed to be controlling tempo at the moment in the Phoenix and the Monkey King have fallen so far behind that they're really struggling to make plays on the map now. Like, it feels like LGD are the ones that are starting every single fight, right, with this double blink on the Tiny and the Axe.
There's another rune for Nothing to Say. He's got that blink dagger. He's looking for the Echo Saber. Meanwhile, Manta style for the Axe. Excuse me? I don't know if I've ever seen that item on Axe in a pro game. Am I mistaken?
Okay, so I was watching Crit stream the other day, and he rushed Manta on Axe, and so the thing is, when you build this attack speed talent, and you take the attacking procs counter helix at level 15, the Manta illusions do the same thing as well, and they can also proc counter helix. You do so much damage. Honestly, it's much better than people give credit for.
I'm down to see this.
This game, when you need the burst damage to be able to kill the Void, it's really good.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Some vision getting placed down for the Radiant side. They're looking for Faith Beyond. The smoke gets broken. Meanwhile, Ori dead. They all come over. They can't catch Faith Beyond.
Okay. Oh dear.
What does Erica have? He's sitting top of the net worth. He's going into the early MKB.
Yeah, they need damage output. Like, he's not doing anything right at this point.
Battle Hunger, Avalanche Toss. Old 11 survives, but Innocence with the Soul Rip gets the kill. Mortimer's Kisses comes out wildly, and I'm surprised just because that's the combo with Chronosphere, and that's available.
I was going to say, like, we haven't seen Vici use their skills together all game, it feels like. They're so disconnected.
Blink Avalanche Toss. DY dead again. Yeah, they seem very disjointed at the moment, but this is what LGD does to you. And this is 4 heroes that are getting this done. Meanwhile, top, though, Ame, he'll die before the relocate comes in from this Wisp. He's here with nothing to say. That'll force the Wukong's Avalanche out, as well as the toss onto Ori. He's half health. Innocence comes over, but the Wukong's doing a lot of damage. Icarus stopped with the Fire Spirits.
Oh, Innocence
He gets low, and he'll end up dead. So it's 2 there for Vici, and they finally find an opening.
They're picking mid. Erica. Oh, God. Oh, I thought they would have gone for that in the middle of the creep wave.
They're still here.
FDD on the Tiny. They really want to find this.
They had the vision, too, with this ward.
Yeah, they were just worried about who was on the high ground to the left-hand side.
Yeah.
Oh, DY.
Beyond. Oh, DY getting caught again. He's dead before he even hits the ground. Blink Call comes out, hits the Phoenix, pulls him in. And they're going to keep chasing. Tombstone down. Chrono coming in. There's the Supernova, but they've got the tether in the mech. Ballast Strike is out. Axe surviving. Faith Beyond. Stunned up from the Supernova. He'll go down. They look over at JQ. Great vision from PYW. They take out this Wisp. They look over at Innocence. They'll grab themselves a third, and now their focus is on nothing to say. He's hit with the Spirit Vessel and the Sunray. There's the Primal Spring. Ori comes over. He'll get tossed back to the Phoenix, as well as hit with the Avalanche. Ballast Strike, Spirit Vessel, now the fissure hits on the Ame! Oh dear! He blinks away, but they can stay with him. Ori's right here and around. He's got Ballast Strike in 11.
Has been killed.
Blink away, and Ame also loses that courier with the Blade of Alacrity on it.
Vici finally decide to use their spells together. And they finally group up and make the play happen. Really well played by them. Okay, so now, if you're LGD, though, you know these spells are on cooldown. You're going to be hunting so hard, and guess who they found? BYW. Oh, just TP's away.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
That was a game-changing fight, that's for sure. Because the game is now sitting even. It was a 6k lead for LGD.
It surprises me that Axe isn't going Blade Mail, but I'd love to know what the damage output of Manta versus Blade Mail is at like certain points of the game.
Over mid for Vici. They're smoked up. Vambrace for the Axe. Does he hold that, or is he going to give that over? Here's the MKB finished for this Faceless Void. We talked about it earlier. Erica's looking for redemption. He has not beat this LGD team with the Faceless Void yet while on Vici.
And this game's still really close. I mean, Void's easily the most farmed hero in the game, but it all comes down to execution in team fights. And if LGD can find pickoffs before big 5-on-5s break out, because like we said, Vici have the much better 5-on-5.
Nothing to say. Mortimer's Kisses coming out mid. He's in trouble. The Spirit Vessel does work, and Old 11. He had a tough time to start, but doing an okay job at recovering. Same can be said for Ori.
Nice to see a good Earthshaker performance as well. He does have his blink, obviously. Had it a little while ago. Now going back for the Yules. He's got to be really good up against the Axe, especially. You know, if he goes in for this blink call, you can pop the Yules on him before he gets BKB, which is great. Obviously, just a good item on Shaker in general as well.
Somebody said last series Faith Beyond went Manta on Axe.
Did he?
He had the Yasha and the Manta recipe, but he didn't finish it. Game just ended too quickly.
I was going to say, they can't help but they're winning too quickly in their last time against Vici. LGD. Was it Aster?
Tombstone. They'll look for Ori, but he gets far enough away to TP out.
Yeah, I like that Nothing to Say is going BKB though on the Tiny. He really needs, at the moment, up against like the Shaker, Phoenix, Snapfire.
Mm-hmm.
And I imagine Axe Faith Beyond will go for one after this match is finished.
He's getting close, but it definitely seems like his farm's kind of slowed down a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit, but they need to open up the map for the AM more, right?
Yeah.
Like, LGD aren't controlling as much of the map as they began with. If you look at where their vision is, there's not really any vision on the Radiant half of the map now, apart from this like entrance to the bot jungle. They're going Roche.
The scan was there from LGD, I believe, so they know that they're in the pit.
I mean, how would you walk into a Void, Shaker, Phoenix, Monkey King, Snapfire, though? Like, if
to get the
they
best
can find...
blink call of your life.
Yeah, DY's going to be the one that breaks smokes first, which is like perfect case scenario.
Avalanche toss, he ends up dead, they're going to need this. Wukong's blink call, he got it! But the Aegis is picked up by Erica! It was so close, but there's the balance strike. They get the kill on a Faith Beyond. They'll take out Jinku, Vici, turning this around. They've already got the Aegis. They'll take out the Tombstone to follow it up. The Sunray is out on an Innocence. I swear I thought he was in there before he picked up the Aegis. The timing was so close, but they're going to keep going. They've got Ori. There's the Fisher from PYW. They'll find and catch Innocence once he's out of this Glimmer Cave.
Yeah.
Bottom tower is under attack.
He's gone.
Oh my, the timing on that was so close, and Nothing to Say just casually has an
cut down the tree!
They'll find Ori! Oh!
Dire's middle tower
Really well played. The Tiny saw the tree that the Monkey King was jumping around to, and so AIM instantly blinked down, cut down the tree, kill the Monkey King. So they lose the Roche, and Vici is still now in a really good position, but at least they get something out of it, right?
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Faith Beyond gets the blink call on Erica instead. He held the call, but the bash is coming through. Now they've got the Sunray as well as the Chronosphere. Mortimer's Kiss is coming in. This is the team fight combo that we were talking about. They finally take out Faith Beyond. The time dilation on a Jinku. Erica just with a casual double kill after that fight goes wrong for LGD and Vici. They're holding the lead.
To be honest, I'm not really sure what Faith Beyond was expecting to happen there.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think he thought he could like catch the Phoenix and make his team were like almost there in time, and now they're going on Innocence again.
Totem. They'll find Innocence behind the tier 2 tower. Right click's coming in, and the Tombstone feels like free money.
Yeah. I mean, there's nobody nearby. Oh, good reactions by Erica.
By Erica. Yeah, that was really well done.
Erica's courier dies though. I don't know what to.
Watching that fight, I swear it looked like Axe. He got the call. He got the proper call. It was just a second too late. Or maybe even less than a second too late. The timing
Caster,
seemed like
use
they
your
lined
eyes. Jesus. Come on, Caster.
Come on.
I can see the Twitch chat comments already.
It was split second. It was close. I got excited, but I said they picked up the Aegis. I was on it. Come on, Mo. Cut me some slack. It's the finals every day. I've had to deal with this. Production, I've had enough.
I'm glad that this game's a lot closer, though, between LGD and Vici. Because when we saw this game in the upper bracket before, it was so one-sided in both games, it felt like. But, yeah. I'm glad it's a lot closer. Vici didn't do themselves justice last time, but at the moment in this game, playing really well. Almost BKB on the Monkey King. Almost Yules on the Shaker. Almost Ags on the Snapfire, by the way, which for DY is his first item.
Yeah, I was just going to say, everybody's got a lot of farm.
Like, the fact that Jinkyu's the least farmed hero in the game, I think this might be the first time ever.
That he just hasn't taken the little bit of farm priority. Especially on this Wisp, he really feels important on this Wisp to take some farm priority, right? The way he plays it.
Mm-hmm. But at the same time, if there's no farm to give him, then...
Yeah. Well, you say that, but Innocence has a couple hundred more gold than he does.
Yeah, but he's... I don't know. He's taken part in 8 kills. Wisp was taking part in 4.
True. So, Vici continue to extend their lead, playing a fantastic game. And they have put that combo together. They have looked really good. And like you said, I'm glad they've made this a game.
Dude, these axe illusions just cutting waves are so annoying. These mantle illusions that just constantly shoving waves out. And they have the AM shoving lanes out as well. There's so much split push coming out from LGD. Axe.
In trouble. Relocate. Now they've got the call. Jin-Q, 10 seconds before he goes back. Faith Beyond on the run. And blinks away.
Well played. Buying space for aim in the bot lane. Nothing to say though, mid. Might be in a bit of trouble. Oh. He's okay. Just.
Oh, Ori was going for the balanced strike there.
I think if he'd have started with the Sunray there to cancel the blink. Because the problem with Fire Spirits and Vessel is the damage isn't instant. So if nothing can say is quick with his blink, he can always get away.
Now there's the Void Mail for the Axe. Vanguard for the Anti-Mage. He's almost got this Abyssal. This is game on the edge. Let's see, up top, Erica. Satanic Butterfly. And he's got the Reaver already.
Yeah, the Satanic's really good, because the main way he's going to die this game is to burst damage from the Axe and the Tiny. But if he can have the Satanic for the status resistance on the Axe call and the healing as well, he's going to be really difficult to kill this game. I struggle to see how Erica's going to die for the rest of the game, to be honest, unless he's like the only hero left in a fight, or unless he gets caught by himself. Because they have like the Sunray heal and everything, they're going to have the Satanic status resistance. They might even be able to get a gobble up save off if they're really lucky.
There's a smoke. Nothing to say. He might be the victim. Chrono. And now, Mortimer's Kisses, Tether, and the relocate.
Ooh.
Jin-Q. Big save.
They're going to turn here. Or they're going to try at least. They want to protect their Wisp.
Oh, they're... Again, blink call comes through on a 2 Avalanche and the toss, but the toss isn't out on a DY. They'll go to the Wukong man with Ori. Supernova in a very good spot inside the circle. They get the kill on the Jin-Q. They look over nothing to say. Pops the BKB. Now it's his time to run. They've dropped the Tombstone. DY survives, but the Abyssal Blade over with the balanced strike. Now, gobble up, speed out. Echo Slam. Ame drops so quickly. They go up for Innocence. They find the Fissure. They get the kill onto a third. Well done by PYW. And well done by Vici. They do eventually lose DY, but you're losing just your 5 in that exchange. That's fine.
Yeah, that was the Bissell on the AM as well that got revealed, and now he doesn't have buyback, dead for 60 seconds. I think if I'm Vici here, I'm not afraid to keep on going. I know I don't have my, like... Oh, sorry, I say me. I know they don't have their, like, key ults and stuff. Oh, Axel.
PYW. And there's the Avalanche toss, but not tossing up the Earthshaker, but they have the Culling Blade. Look over at Old 11. They're going to move in, and... they should be able to Culling Blade him as well.
Okay.
Actually, it's on cooldown. I thought he got the kill with the first one.
Jinky cleans up, gets the kill anyway.
Yeah.
But there's no Roche. I think there's no Roche up or anything for LGD here, so it'd be interesting to see what they do at this time.
Yeah, what do they really get out of this?
I like that I would have died
by the tier 1 tower, and they're not by any other towers.
I like that I thought exactly the same as Vici as well, and was just completely wrong and get punished for it. That was big. Oh, he pops the BKB. Relocate.
Now the BKB gets popped by nothing to say. Gobble up, spit out, and they'll relocate away. He's coming back, though. He's got a tether target in nothing to say as well as Faith Beyond.
Yeah, they want to
drop the Tombstone to make them leave.
They really want to keep fighting on Vici and finding openings while they know the spells are down. How many times have we talked about this? That when you play these long games, as the game goes on, the time you have to punish these long cooldowns that Vici are going to have gets harder and harder. So it's up to LGD to keep trying to put the pressure on when they know the spells are down. But like, again, Chrono's up in 15 now, Echo's up in 15. They have Wukongs, they have Kisses, they have Egg. So Vici, they're in a position again here where as long as they stick together, stay in a, you know, a relatively small bubble, then they're going to be difficult to deal with.
Mm-hmm. So Axe going BKB, Void going into the Butterfly. He's finished the Satanic. You talked about how you don't know how you see if he dies at all this game, and kind of seeing this progress and agreeing with you.
That's Titan Sliver as well, so between that and the saves resistance on the Satanic, this Axe really struggles to like actually lock him down anymore. And I really like this Butterfly because it's going to force AM to want to go MKB. Which isn't necessarily what he wants to be building at this point.
Mm.
Moonshard. I mean, we saw AMD do this before. It's really high damage output, which is great, but now Void's going to build this Butterfly, and he's going to be like, oh dear.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Like 140 attack speed on an item is no joke. It's so high.
They're in Roche again. This is going to be really big for him. And there's nobody here for LGD, so this seems secured.
Yeah, there's no way LGD can test that. They're just not in position. They don't have vision down.
So,
second Aegis into the hands of Vici. They've got the second life. As they've been farming around the map and moving around the map, they've gone from a 1k lead to a 3k deficit, though, on Vici. Surprisingly enough. And I think a lot of that is, what, due to the fact that Void is the only one really farming for the side of Vici, while the rest, you could see where the net worth dip-off is, right? Whereas LGD can farm the map quite a bit.
But they are quite happy to just let the Void be the one that sits at the top and their 2 and 3B slightly behind. Because as long as they use their spells in conjunction with each other, then no, I don't think net worth matters a huge amount at that point. Because, yeah, they have like, yeah, I mean, they can egg the Chrono, they can slam the egg, like, I don't know, it's pretty crazy.
Go Scepter for the Wisp. And smoke used. 3 heroes smoked up on LGD, behind them both Ame and Jinkyu. We haven't really talked about Monkey King's build either. We've seen a lot of Battle Fury Axe, but this game, Deso BKB Axe.
Have you seen this Axe has the Vambrace on Agi, by the way, to work with his Manta? Amazing. Keep the attack speed, guys.
Oh, blink call. Worry in some trouble. There's the relocate. They've got the toss. They get the count on the Monkey
Old
King.
11.
As the Abyssal Blade hits on Old 11. He tried to Icarus dive forward and do something, but nothing to say it. It's a double kill.
Do you remember when we said Vici would be fine if they stick in their bubble?
Radiant's middle tower
Bubble has been burst. Void does still have the Aegis though, so
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's top
Ame
tower
hits so
is
quickly
under
now, actually, with this Moonshard.
An attack every third of a second.
Radiant's top
yeah, and when the Wisp overcharges him, it's going to be 4 a second.
Radiant's middle tower
Erica. Oh, Echo and the Chrono. Mortimer's Kiss is coming through into Ame. He's in a lot of trouble. He gets down to about a sliver of health. But stays alive!
The Wisp
stays alive! They get that kill on a PYW, the Tickle and the Aegis, they've got themselves the call, they'll finish off Erica!
The anti-mage would be impressed.
Oh my lord.
Oh no, Vici. They were doing so well. Turns out Void can die if he's the only one left alive by himself. I mean, DY gets out, but that's such a huge turn in the game.
They find Innocence. But here comes the relocate. Tombstone committed. Ame is here. Looks over at DY, even with the attack speed, he's not getting a bash. Okay.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Doesn't need
attack.
bashes.
No, he doesn't. But just like that, it's a 12k lead. And I don't think Vici are out of it by any sense of it. But at the same time, that is a devastating blow.
Radiant's middle
But now we've worked
tower
out the
is
void
under
can
attack.
bleed. Oh no. Really well played by LGD though to find the opening in mid in the first place. But it surprised me Vici
Radiant's
stuck around
top
bot still.
tower is under attack.
They were so close to killing the AM, and then all of a sudden this Wish comes in. I think he used the mech and the Holy Locket on the AM at the same time. That's something we haven't
And he
mentioned.
ate a greater fairy fire.
Yeah, that is something we haven't mentioned though. Jinky has a Holy Locket. So this healing amp from the mech,
Radiant's top tower
etc.,
is
etc.,
under
is all
attack.
just so
Radiant's
much
top
now.
tower has fallen.
So Fairy Fire, Mech, Holy Locket. He heals him basically up to full. Wow. And now it looks as though they might just need to defend the high ground, but the problem becomes that it all stands on a chronosphere, right?
Question:
Or
Does
at least it
Erica
feels like that?
Does Erica buy out here for Butterfly? Oh, he
The
is.
answer is yes.
Oh, okay. It's.
Do you think LGD wait for third Roche though?
I mean, time for everybody to sweat. Honestly, this is because AM's done the same thing.
This time he's got the Satanic. LGD will smoke. They don't want to let off the gas. They know Chrono's still down for a little while. Only 5 seconds, though. They've got everything available for the side of Vici. Old 11, he might be the smoke breaker. As will Erica, but there's the blink as well as the call. They've got the Abyssal Blade and the damage. He just bought another Butterfly. Can they get the
Satanic,
save? Oh, the Satanic starts to do work. They've got the Mortimer's Kisses coming out of Ame. He hit the fissure, but there's the Supernova popping, and the side of LGD, they retreat.
Everybody, calm down. Okay, never mind.
Blink
Faith
call
Beyond.
hits. Phoenix caught, gobble up, spit out. That's right on top of the
Chrono.
axe. They've got the damage to get the kill on a Faith Beyond. They will go over at Innocence. They'll chase this Undying. They've got the Fire Snap Cookie, but it's juked out. Scatter Blast, ulti. Ame comes in. No mana left for Erica. The bashes come out as well as the Wukong's command through from Ori. He pops the BKB. There's the blink away. He gets tethered up. Jinkyu. Scatter Blast and the damage. Now they move back in, but the damage on the Ame! He starts to heal up. He's got the Satanic. The Balance Strike comes in. He's dead. No buyback bought on the Satanic. They've got themselves the kill. Nothing to say. They've lost themselves for the side of LGD. Just like that, Vici are back into the game.
As soon as Faith Beyond dies there, I'm pretty sure you not just have to cut your losses. You commit so hard even after Faith Beyond died that Ame without buyback makes such a massive risk. I mean, it's like, it's big risk, big, high risk, high reward, right? But unfortunately, it goes the wrong way. And now without buyback on AM, I don't know how much Vici can do from this. They're probably going to force the buyback of the Tiny. But they don't have... Oh, they do have Chrono still, don't they?
Yeah, he just has never had the mana for it.
He has cheese, though. Or gets mangoed up.
Mango's fed over from PYW.
But they have Echo Slam still as well.
Middle tower has fallen.
You just go top, right?
Dire's middle barracks has fallen.
How much are you willing to give up if you're LGD? So far, it's one set of racks, and it is looking like it'll probably be 2.
Top tower has fallen.
Luckily for you, or luckily for LGD, they still have a tier 1 and a tier 2 bottom, so now they're 2 sets of racks down.
Yeah, and this is where you wait for the third Roche if you're Vici. They were so close to it. Again, it felt exactly like the other times. You remember where they were so close to killing the AM in the bot lane? This time they were so close to killing the Void up in the top jungle. And if they manage that there, it's a complete difference.
Can we just take a look at the graph right now? It goes from... well, look at that spike back.
My heart monitor right now, actually.
Well, and the win probability, everything. The graphs are crazy. The scans come out. Both teams near. Looking for the Wukong's. Faith Beyond moving forward. He gets it with the fissure as well as the balance strike. They've got the stun. Now Avalanche toss on Ori. He gets low. Wukong's no. Stopped by the Fire Snap Cookie. On the backlines though, they've got the anti-mage going through. Chronosphere used by Erica on Ame. And can they get the damage to get this kill? Jinkyu coming over. He's got to relocate in just a second, but Ame's getting low. Now he starts to right click away. Relocate back from Jinkyu. Call not going to land. Erica still moving forward on the Ame. He doesn't have any mana. He's already used the Chronosphere. He does have the cheese to try and survive on the other side of this fight, though. They look over PYW. They get the kill on nothing to say. They lose the Tiny. He buys back immediately. Yule's into the air, but the bash is coming out from Ame. They get
PYW.
He's got buybacks, 54 seconds. He'll use it. Blink call hits on Erica. They're going to go in. Oh, for the egg. They've got the Sunray. Fire Stab Cookie. Looks like it's going to go off. No, just in time. Ame gets the kill on Old 11. Now they look over at this Monkey King Avalanche toss. They'll get the kill on Ori. They take out a third. They both left buyback on the side of Vici. These 2 heroes dead, but they take out DY. Echo Slam comes through. Is it enough? It doesn't look like it. The damage is there. The sun is out with the Fissure following it up, but they just don't have enough. Faithion ends up dropping. He's dead for 78 seconds with buyback available. They look over at Erica. They've got the meshes coming in from Ame, and everybody is around him. He's trying to survive. He gets back to full health. Can he do it? Can he survive? He doesn't have Satanic. He doesn't have cheese, and he doesn't have his life.
Holy moly, now look, they relocate bot lane to shove bot in as well. They're going to try and force buybacks here. Insane fight by LGD. Them getting that egg there just before it explodes is the complete fight change. If that egg goes off there, it goes the other way. 100%. And Void's going to have to buy back in, but he doesn't have Chrono.
Chrono down for 78 seconds. Echo's on cooldown. Everything is on cooldown. So now, can they even up the Rax battle? They don't have the luxury of a tier 1, tier 2 in one of these lanes.
There's a big creep wave top in the Dire base, though. They're starting to hit the tier 4s.
Double catapult.
Erica?
Tombstone committed. Erica moves in. He just popped back. There's the Abyssal Blade. Tossed up! He jumped in!
Radiant's middle barracks.
Maybe trying to keep them close. I have no idea what's going on. They've taken out a tier 4, though. And they're going to go for Megas. Mortimer's Kisses comes out.
Yeah, Ori has to buy out here. They have to... Okay, no. Faithbjorn's TP'd back to base. I can't believe it.
Radiant's top barracks.
Gobble up, spit out. That stuns up Ame. Avalanche. Not going to land. PYW, though, with the Fissure as well as the Totem. They've got Mega Creeps on the side of LGD. Faith Beyond. Just as quickly as he left, he's back into the fight. They look over the tier 4 towers. They don't have Void up for 90 seconds. They know that on the side of LGD. They use Dust inside the base. It's a little bit of a misclick, but there's the Abyssal Blade coming through into the Monkey King. They've got themselves a stun on 3 of these heroes. Now the Echo Slam from PYW! Nothing to say. He ends up dropping. He's dead for 2 minutes. They look over at Ame. They get the kill on the Anti-Mage. Monkey King rolling forward. They'll buy back on Ame. They look over at Innocence. Now they've controlled him enough to take him out of the game. He is dead for 80 seconds, and just like that, the game turns back around.
I mean, Ame's coming back in here, which I don't know how I feel about this, considering they've got Megas already. But third Roche is up here, so if he gets the Aegis, right, then they'll be feeling a little bit better about it.
Aegis Cheese, Ag's Blessing.
I think Ame's worried there that if he doesn't buy back, then they just take Roche on Vici. He really needs True Strike as well up against this Void Butterfly. I know they've been able to deal with him in these last 3 fights, but it's much harder than it should be. I mean, he has BKB queued up, which is good as well.
That's gonna land, so they know that they're coming. They have Chrono, but they don't have a Void. Leveler picked up for Jinkyu. Now Fissure comes out. That lands on Ame as well as Faith Beyond. They've got themselves this Supernova. It's in a decent spot. Boundless Strike as well as the Yules. Ame in a little bit of trouble. There's the Fire Stop Cookie as well as the Supernova popping. But do they have the damage? The Abyssal Blade comes out on Ori. They've gone after this Monkey King. DY trying to survive. He gobbles him up. He might have to spit him out, but I don't know if he can. He drops him out of his mouth. And now DY ends up dead
Dude, this Roche
from Faith Beyond. And now they go after Roche. They pick up the Aegis of PYW. They look over to 11. He gets mashed up as well as hit with the Banner Boy. They get the kill on 11. They take out this Phoenix. And now, they've got the stun out on Ori. They took out the Monkey King. They'll buy back on 2 of these heroes. And LGD, they don't get the Aegis. Who got the Ag's Blessing? They've lost a tier 4 inside the Vici base while all of this is going on.
There's an Ag's Blessing on the Void. I don't know if he's just bought it or... Did the Shaker give it to him?
He might have picked up everything.
He must have done.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, Void's net worth has just shot up massively. Okay, so this is now really interesting because Ame has no buyback. So, Vici, although they're down to Megas right now, if they make one play here where they can kill the AM before he has buyback back up again, LGD are in serious trouble.
Ag's picked up for the Tiny. We'll see how that works out for nothing to say. I gotta look at buyback. Axe and Phoenix. This seems so... both teams don't want to leave. They both lost to tier 4. They don't want to leave. They don't want to go. You can't make me.
This is amazing. What a game,
to
though.
Start off a game 1.
Imagine if this was like game 5, we'd be like, "Oh my god, this is amazing!" But it's game 1. We have like at least 2 more games to come after this one, no matter which way it goes. It's insane. All the ways to start off a series.
This is the way. What are they going for? Abyssal on the axe. We've seen how big the Abyssal has been for the anti-mage. Is Undying close to level 25? Are we gonna get one of those games? Were we seeing Undying level 25?
I hope so. It's always really fun.
Yeah. Monkey King, he's 25, going Divine Rapier.
See where he just put the tombstone to make sure he gets better ward vision for his obs? Oh, yeah, there is an obs there, I was going to say.
Wow. So let's see, 10k lead. This Ag's Blessing on the Void. This could be big with the way LGD want to play these fights. But there's the Abyssal Blade for the axe. So now he's got that control, the Abyssal into the call.
AM has BKB. Oh no, which is obviously going to be really good up against the Phoenix, up against the Shaker, up against the Snapfire. I still want to see him go back for like either a Rapier here or just an MKB.
1800 gold away from the Divine Rapier. I can't believe we've just gone from that pace to this, like, fear from both teams. But as I say that, there's the Blink as well as the Abyssal Blade coming out into DY. They've got the call, but Erica comes forward with the time lock. He's got that axe, so there's the time lock. BKB gets popped by Faith Beyond. He pops the Blade Mail, and there's the Supernova as well as the Sunray. They've got themselves the corner onto 2 of these heroes. Jin-Q tries to go for the save. Wukong's command, it comes out. Jin-Q drops, as does Faith Beyond. They both have buyback.
Before, though. Oh no, they lost the building.
This is what Mega Creeps can do, and they don't have Megas fighting back. They have Supers in 2 lanes. Got 2 kills. They haven't forced the buybacks out just yet.
No, they can't force the buybacks with the way the lanes are shoving in right now.
Not at all.
And Eric has to be so careful about how far he shoves a lane by himself because he can get punished really easily by this AM right now. Somebody just shows up in the lane to farm and like push the lane out, and there's nobody with them. Ame kills them.
Whoa, 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 whoa! Ori, where are you going?
Cheese?
He pops the BKB, he's eating the cheese, he goes over the balance strike, now they time walk in. They'll look over, nothing to say, but Old 11 gets killed off by the Culling Blade of Faith Bound. They're gonna buy back on all 3 of these heroes. They look over as the Mana Blade is out on Erica. He's tossed up into the air. Now he starts to survive with the siege. Slam! Oh my god, it's on to everybody! Faith Beyond, he drops, as there's nothing to say. They'll buy back on the Tiny. They've lost the X. They look over at Ame, they take him out. He's dead for 2 minutes! They're gonna get the Sunray out. They'll look over at this Innocent Undying. Scatterblast is in. They've got 4 heroes here. There's no way he gets out of this one. And down goes Innocence. He's there with no buyback. Oh my! The base though. The base.
Is under attack.
They have to come back. Can they push this advantage? Against Megas, it feels like it's impossible.
This is the best chance they'll have though. But they have to do something here. Whether it's try and win the game themselves or get Mega... Well, I mean, their tier 1 and 2 are still up bot lane. They have to go for the win. Erica's about to have buyback off cooldown as well.
Ori died in that fight, and he's bought the recipe to an MKB as well as the Blitz Knuckles, but he still has the Sacred Relic, because I believe he's bought a Demon Edge, and his courier is sitting...
Are they buying BOTs?
Over the secret shop.
What's happening? Okay, PYW's running in with the... TP's back!
TP's back, because nothing to say is here with Jin-Q. There's the time lock of the time lock coming in from the Axe Blessing. They look over at Jin-Q. Fisher follows it up. There's the Yule's Totem continuing to lock down this Wisp, and they don't get the kill just yet. He survives with the tether on the run, but eventually will fall.
Oh, they've missed their chance though to try and go in before Ame has buyback. I mean, they have to go back on Vici because, like, this tiny Wisp will absolutely destroy your throne. Like, this tiny has AC, he has Echo Zeb, he has Axe, he hits really hard, especially with the overcharge from the Wisp. So they've kept themselves in the game, but Vici, they have missed an opening there. But well played by LGD to force the rotations back.
DYW picks up a haste. They're without the Monkey King for 2 more seconds. DY dead for 75. They jumped into the base on LGD, but the Wisp is dead for 90. There's the Divine Rapier. He was building into an MKB, but he decides to go for the Divine. What did he get rid of? Did he get rid of anything? He had no open slot for that. Didn't quite see.
I think he's got rid of something, surely. I can't figure out what it is, though.
He's got the Divine Rapier, though, and now he's going into an Abyssal Blade. Still not going into the MKB. Roche is up in potentially 50 seconds. Void is level 28, Phoenix 27. He's taken the 3 Supernova hit count, which has been a massive factor. The 40% magic resistance from the level 25 on this Earthshaker. Monkey King goes to the additional Wukong's command circle, so that's a little bit bigger. SNAPPHIRE close to 25. Undying, he's close to 25. Don't exactly have it yet. Jinkyu, he's got the attack tethered allies targets. That's a tongue twister on its own. And then they've got the plus 100 Berserkers call AoE, looking for that blink call, and that control, and the 3 toss charges, and then finally for the Anti-Mage, the 20% counterspell magic resistance.
I love that the Jinkyu has Deso queued up on the Wisp. When you hit this level 25 point in the game, whoever is attacking, he's going to be attacking as well to apply the Deso. He's tethered to them.
Monkey King had a bottle and cheese, so that's where the open slot comes from. And Roche is up in 45 seconds. But can you even take Roche if you're Vici? Can you even fight at the pit with your base this far open and with the way creeps are pushing in?
It's going to be really difficult if they want to try and get over there. Like you say, I think you just have to let it go and just play around your throne, play around your big teamfight advantage that you have. It just makes me laugh that the only building that's left in the Radiant base is the throne. Like, not even any of the small ones are left.
They're waiting towards this pit. They've got the pressure on. Erica, meanwhile, trying to farm into Scott. He's actually got 8,500 gold. Buybacks aren't available on the Axe, Tiny, Monkey King, Phoenix, and Wisp. But they're pushing out PYW. He's got the Echo Slam available. They know that Roche is up with the Courier jumping in for a split second. Are they going to make their move? Creeps pushing in bottom. They need to be a little bit careful. The Mortimer's Kisses to start this off, but LGD is already retreated from the pit. So the longer you stay, the longer you put yourself in a little bit of trouble with creeps finally pushing in through bottom. You need to be very careful about how long you linger.
Yeah, they're pinging it out. Or here comes the relocate.
Relocate going for the base, and nothing to say as well as Jinkyu. They're going for the base. Do they have a glyph? No, they don't! They don't have a glyph! Now they're going to go after the Tiny as well as this Wisp. Can they get the kill? No! Oh, man! They're going to take out PYW instead! There comes the Supernova as well as the Firestop Cookie. They've got themselves the control, but they'll relocate! They went for the throne!
Oh my gosh!
Oh! You cannot go for this Roche! You cannot!
And now they're
Roche
thrown.
number 4.
All it takes is one more relocate from LGD where Vici aren't ready exactly in time, and that throne just blows up. They don't have glyph for another minute or so here, and LGD, I think you fully commit for the throne. They've timed the glyph from the last usage, they'll know that they don't have it yet. And in this late game scenario, that's the kind of thing that makes the difference.
They don't have it for 56 seconds. Monkey King with the Divine Rapier now going into a Satanic. He thought about the Abyssal Blade. Now he thinks about the Satanic. He's thought about the MKB. He has made multiple item choices. He's hanging on to a recipe for the MKB as well as the Blitz Knuckles. And what does Void want with 5,200 gold? He's got Sky D. He's got buyback. The buybacks aren't available on a lot of these heroes. They're still coming off cooldown for most. LGD... 17 seconds without Vici's glyph available. And they're yet to push in, but they've got the Aegis onto the Anti-Mage. And they've given the Ag's Blessing to the Axe. So an AoE Battle Hunger.
Yeah, it's the fact it reduces everybody's damage as well by 30%, whoever's affected. So in an AoE,
Bounty.
it's actually really strong.
Potentially have... 3 tombstones in the base.
I can't wait to see how much movement speed Axe gets from this as well. Because you get, is it how much movement? I think is it 12%? Yeah, per cast of the battle hunger.
Wow. So
we could see some. I was going to make a Mercedes-Benz joke for an axe, but I couldn't think of one.
The Mercedes Axe class. I tried.
All right, yeah, I don't mind that. That's okay.
Nothing to say. He's queued up a Divine Rapier as well. Buyback starting to come off. Cooldown for some of these heroes. 35 seconds for the Phoenix, but doesn't have the gold for it. 23 seconds for Jinkyu on the Wisp. 40 for the Tiny, 20 for the Axe. LGD. They're stalking. They're waiting for their moment. They know that Vici cannot leave the base. But even if they team wipe on Vici,
you gotta wait for the 60
take out all of LGD. Can you even do anything?
Yeah, you definitely can. I mean, you have to force their buybacks, right? Otherwise, the game's just going to carry on being the same way it is, like in a state of repeat.
They're coming through. They've got the smoke. Faith Beyond, Blink Call, and just gets popped by Ult 11. Now he's got the Sunray onto the Axe. They've killed off this Undying once. He's got the Reincarnation. Now they toss him into the air. Supernova as well as the Wukong Cement. They've got themselves the Chronos Rear down onto the Tiny as well as the Axe. They get the kill on a Faith Beyond. Now they will go over for the relocate out. They get nothing to say out of this. Supernova ends up popping. DY, meanwhile, he's got that Little Shredder multicast. He's got himself a Basher as well as the Ags, but is it enough?
They had to pop Glyph, though, in the backline because their AM started to threaten the throne. So now they don't have it for another 5 minutes here.
So Tombstone still down, Creeps pushing in, gobble up, spit out of a Creep. They go forward, they look for the Tiny, they've got themselves the Blink as well as the Call. The Throne's getting low, there's the Echo Slam, they get the kill and another to say, another will go over, they take out Axe. He's dead for 120 seconds. The Throne, it's down to about 1700 health. Innocent's hitting away, but the rest of the team is starting to leave the base. They've got themselves the Balance Strike as well as the Primal Spring down onto this Jinkyu Wisp, but it's not enough. He eats the cheese, he tethers over to this Anti-Mage, and he's able to escape. They hold for now, but just barely once again with 1700 health left on the Ancient. It starts to heal up its process once again.
That is a dieback on the Axe. But again, like you were saying, what can Vici do here? If they don't force the buybacks, then how do they ever win the game? But then how do you threaten the buybacks when there's a threat of the relocate into your base with the Tiny? Especially when you don't have Glyph.
This is a massive issue. Erica needs like 2 Chronos. Oh, Anti-Mage goes for Ult 11. He survives. There's the Balance Strike. They come down onto the Anti-Mage. They look to get this kill. They'll take the Aegis. Future's already being used though by PYW. You look over at the Throne. They're back into the base. They've used the relocate. The Avalanche comes out. They'll take the game. LGD, they beat out Ame. Oh my god.
When I woke up this morning, and I was like, oh, do you know what? I'm really excited for this best of 5. This is going to be a great series. Never in my wildest dreams did I think we would get a game 1 like that.
Oh my god, they baited Ame!